Our next topic is process management. First, we need to know what is process. Process is basically the instance of a program. What does it mean by instance? So if I say in simple words, when you type any command in Linux machine, it will start a new process. So it means a process is like a task or job. Let me explain you in another word. When you start any program, any application on your computer like a web browser, a game or any other application, so it will create a new process. Maybe a program can create multiple processes. Not only in Linux, even in Windows. If I right click here and go to task manager, so you can see there are many processes running in background. And also in foreground, you can see I'm running the Foxit PDF editor. So whenever you open any application, suppose if I open Notepad, okay, or anything, so you can see it's create a new process as well. You get the idea? So the same thing apply in Kali Linux as well. Let me go to Kali Linux or any other Linux flavor. Suppose if I type PS, you can see even I type PS need to show me the processes in Linux. This command is used. So even they told me that you type a PS, so it show me here. Or if you want to see in more detail, so I can see E. And here is, so PS is running and some more processes are already there. Let me explain you by another thing. If I open a browser, in this case I open a Firefox, and let me type PS, and here you will find the Firefox. You can see, and the process ID is 20107. So whenever you open any application, anything, not only this, let's go to open anything. Suppose recently I use, suppose HTOP, anything. This is just an example. So if I open this one and let's go to the terminal again, and let me clear the screen and type again. So here you will find HTOP. They say you open this application. So we create a new process with the process ID 20655. So let me go back and close that one. Okay, and let's go back to that one, not this one. I just want to close this one, the HTOP. Okay, and let me clear the screen and let's go back to the browser to close. So now you get the idea that whenever you start any program, any application such as web browser I show you, or any other application, so it will create a new process. Now as a system administrator, as a developer and security professional, you need to understand and how this process work, because these processes can help you to optimize your system performance and to troubleshoot the issue effectively in any Linux flavor. Now there are two types of processes. One is foreground processes, second is background processes. So as the name suggests, foreground process, they run on the screen and need input from the user, such as office program, browser, etc. While background processes, they run in the background and usually do not need any user input, such as antivirus or maybe any other system related processes. So let me show you these two, what is a foreground processes and background processes quickly. So if I go back to my Linux, okay, and if I open a Firefox without anything, what will happen? So they open a Firefox. However, I cannot use this terminal anymore because it's been taken until and unless I close this browser. So if I close this browser, now it is available. You can see the prompt is back. If I doing again, so again is being occupied until and unless I close this application. Okay, because it's running in the foreground. Now, if I want to send this application to the background, so what I can do, there are two ways. Either to type the ampersand and hit enter. So now the application is open for me, and also the terminal is available for me. And they create that this is the process ID of this application, and we send them to the background. So the process has been sent to the background, and that process is called background processes. So if I type here jobs, so here you say that there is one application with the name Firefox which is running, okay, in the background. And here is the application which I send them to the background, but terminal is available for me. If you want to bring them back, so FG, I need to type the FG because we have only one application. I don't need to type the ID, and just say FG, bring them to the foreground, and hit enter. So it will open the browser again, which is open, and again the terminal is being in the use. Because I bring them back to the foreground, it requires user input and also is taking my terminal. Now there is another way to send them to the background. Control Z, and you can see it's suspended. I suspend them, however it's still there. If I type jobs, so you can see Firefox is still there in the background. So it is already in the background. If you need them into the foreground, you just need to type the FG command. If you want to send them to the background, just type BG and hit enter. Now it will continue in the background, and you can use the application, and also the terminal is available. This is just one example, okay, of the two type of processes: foreground processes and background processes. Now going to the next topic related to the processes, how we can view these processes in Linux. So you can view the currently running processes in any Linux flavor. You can use ps command, top command, and htop. These commands will display information such as the process ID with the PID. It can show you the CPU and memory usage, the owner of the process or the application like a user, and many more detail. So these process management commands are essential for monitoring, controlling, and interacting with the process running on your Linux system. So let's discuss one by one quickly these commands. The first one is PS. PS means process status. This command is used to display information about your active processes. You can use various options to customize the output, such as you can type PSAUX, which we will see in the next video. So it will display detailed information. So this is the first one. Let me quickly show you, which we will do in the next video in detail. However, if I type PS, so it show me a little detail. If I type with PS-E, so now I have more detail. Also more processes show me, and the process ID as well. Also I can type with F. Let me type more so that it can show on the top. So I have a user ID. The user ID, the owner is root, the process ID, and then again other detail, and then timestamp and the CMD. Full information about the application. Let me quit. Okay, and similarly you can use them with AUX. So it can show you a lot of more detail as well. Even I type this command, so this show you the command and other detail, which we will see in the next video in detail. The next one is the top. Top means table of processes. Again, this top command provides dynamic real-time view of your running processes, CPU usages, memory usage, and many more information. And if you want to quit, so you just need to type Q to quit from the top command, same like a PS. So let me quickly show you top as well. Okay, so if I clear the screen and top, you can see a lot of information. It shows you how many user login, how many detail, there is memory usage, there is swap memory usage, and CPU utilization. These are the process ID, users, root and Kali, and we have the other information, virtual memory, and all these memory, CPU, a lot of details are there. Okay, which we will discuss in detail in the next video. Let me press Q to come out from the top command. Next is the htop. Htop means a highlighting table of process. It is the advanced version of top command, similar to top but with the improved user interface. It improves the user interface and give you more user friendly and provide better visualization of system resources. However, by default it's not installed. You need to install htop. So let's go quickly to show you htop as well. So let me type htop and hit enter. So you can see it's more better than the top command. Almost the same thing. By the way, process ID, users, and you can see CPU, memory, command, detail. You can search. And if you want to quit, you need to type F10. So let me press F10 to quit from the htop. So these three are the important three commands to view the processes in Linux. Okay. Next few things which we will require. Okay. The first one is kill command. This command terminates the processes by sending a signal. So you can use kill command for which purpose? To terminate the process. Similarly, we have kill all to terminate process by name rather than the process ID. This one require the process ID to kill. Kill all require only the name of the process to kill them. Then we have a pkill, which is similar to a kill all but with more option. You can specify signal, you can search, and many more detail. So all these three can be used to terminate and to quit the processes. Similar like in window, we go there and right click here and we just say end task. So it will kill the process. So the same thing is here. Okay. So if I go back to the processes graphically here, okay, on the task manager here you can see. So suppose if I want to kill anything, so I can do graphically as well. But it can be done through CLI using these kill all, pkill. Okay. Next is the process grep. Grep command we use normally to fetch something. So we have process grep. It search for the process by name and print their process ID. So we can use this one if you want to search a processes by name and to print their process ID. So it's a good command. If I go back, which we will see in the next video anyway. So suppose if I have, let me open what is called, suppose I open this one. Okay, what is called Firefox, and if I say PS, I need the ID. Okay, so what I can do, pgrep, okay, and here I can type a Firefox and hit enter. So say the process ID, let's see it's the correct or not. So PS and -e. So let's see the process ID is 27123. Let's go up. Either let me search again by this command. Yeah, it's true, 27123. So you can easily find out the process ID using this command by name. Then we have a nice, means if you want to launch a process with a specified priority level, so you can use this nice command. Okay, and then renice. So if you want to adjust the priority of running application, maybe you can increase or decrease the priority using this command. okay, which we will see in the next video practically. Then we have a job which display the status of a background job started from the current shell session. I just show you. Suppose if you send anything to the background, like I send the Firefox, so it's not there. Yeah, so let me send something to the background. Yeah, it's now in the background. So how I can check something? So I can use jobs. Okay, it should show there. Why it's not showing? Let me go back and let me close this one, and let's go back, and now let me open a Firefox in the background. Okay, and now let's see jobs, and here is. So you can use jobs to see which application is running in the background. Okay, then we have a BG means background. Put a stop or suspend process into the background, allow you to continue running. I already told you about this one. And then we have a foreground, so bring a background process to the foreground. So you can use BG to send something to the background, or you can type FG to bring them back to the foreground. I show you, by the way, an example previously. And finally we have process tree. P is a tree, so it will display running processes as a tree, okay, with parent and child relationship between these processes. So if I go back and type PS tree and hit enter, you see all the process. The main process, it's here, the system D, and these are the child. So it will show you in detail. So this was all about theoretically about the process management.